We have item number 3, adopt the minutes of the Minden City Council special session held on August 25th, 2025.
I move to adopt the minutes of the Minden City Council special session held on August 25th, 2025.
I have a motion from Councilman Pendergrass and a second from Councilman Thomas. Any discussion on that? All right, there's none. Let's vote. It passes unanimously. Next, Is there anybody here from 1305 Apple Street? 1305 Apple Street. Anyone here representing that property? Okay, it seems to be no one here from 1305 Apple Street. What's the desire on the council on this?
I move to authorize Mayor Cox to issue an order declaring the property condemned and further order the demolition of any structures located thereon and the cleaning of the lot within 30 days of this date.
Have a motion from Councilwoman Mitchell,
Second.
and second from Councilman Pendergrass. Any discussion on this? All right, there is none. Let's vote. The motion passes unanimously. Next, we have item 15, condemned property 221 and 223 Camp Street. Is there anyone here representing that property? Seems there is someone here representing that property. Do you mind telling us your name?
Alicia Jones.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My grandma was Ada Jones, and it was passed down to my grandfather, Nathaniel Jones, which he died and left it to my two uncles and my mother. My mother is down and handicapped, so she no longer works. My two uncles, I talked to them today. They live in Georgia. Neither one of them want the property. I would like to have it. I had no idea that it was this bad and that it was up for grabs. But I'm not asking for 60 days. If y'all can give me 180, it's just me. I'm a single mother of 3, all of them in school. I just need a little bit more time. My plan is to clean it off and put something out there, like maybe a double wide trailer or something like that. So I'm asking for more than 60 days if that's possible.
But your intent is to take those structures down?
Yes, sir, and get it cleaned off. I actually was talking to them about that, but I had no idea that it was already on the list, so that's why I'm here today.
So you want 6 months, roughly?
Please.
Okay, what do y'all want, what's the wishes of the council? Okay, well, let's make a motion.
Okay, I move to authorize Mayor Nick Cox to issue an order declaring the property condemned and further order demolition of any structures thereon and the cleaning of the lot within 180 days.
Okay, I have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilwoman Mitchell. Any discussion on this? All right, let's vote. Thank you. This passed unanimously. You're welcome. Next, we have item 16, condemned property 308 Red Bud Street. This one, actually, I talked to Mr. Odom today, and he is going to tear the structure down, and he's also going to clean up the lot. He didn't realize how bad it had gotten, but he went and looked at it, and he couldn't be here tonight, but he asked me to speak on his behalf. But he's asking for 90 days to get that done. So what would y'all like to do? What's the wishes of the council on
I
this?
move to authorize Mayor Nick Cox to issue an order declaring the property condemned and further order demolition of any structures located thereon and the clearing of the lot within 90 days of this date.
Have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilwoman Mitchell. Any questions on this? Okay, there are none. Let's vote. And this passes unanimously. We're about halfway done with the agenda, guys. Next, we have item 17, condemned property 924 Louisville Road. 924 Louisville Road. Is there anyone here representing this piece of property?
I actually spoke with the
Oh,
young lady
okay.
who was here. She's asking for 120 days.
Okay.
So I feel like we,
Do you, Well, I just need a motion.
I'll make the motion. I move to authorize Mayor Nick Cox to issue an order declaring the property condemned and further order the demolition of any structures located thereon and the cleaning of this lot within 120 days of this date.
We have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilman Thomas. Any questions on this? There being none, let's vote. And this motion passed unanimously. Next, we have item 18, the reappointment of the Minden Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board. Mr. Cedric Moody, who has been serving on that board, has agreed to serve again. And if y'all choose to approve that, his new term would expire July 29th, 2028. What's the desire of the council on this?
Upon recommendation of Mayor Nick Cox and the Louisiana Tech University President James Henderson, I move to appoint Cedric Moody to the Minden Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board as a college-listed board member to fill out the expired term as presented.
Okay, I have a motion from Councilman Miles and a second from Councilman Thomas. So that part about the college, according to the civil service rules, they have the nearest, or the Louisiana Tech, it gets to pick who our person is, and they recommended Cedric Moody, and that's why the language speaks that way. I have a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on this? Okay, there is none. Let's vote.
Look at that.
Okay, and this passed unanimously. Next, we have item 19, reappointment, Minden Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board. Reappointment of Jamie Williams, whose term just expired also. Ms. Williams' new term would expire on July 29th, 2028. What's the wishes of the council on this? She'd been serving also and had agreed to continue.
Upon the recommendation of Mayor Nicholas A. Cox and Louisiana Tech President James Henderson, I move to appoint Jamie Williams to the Minden Municipal Fire and Police Civil Service Board as a college-listed board member to fill the expired term as presented.
I have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilwoman Mitchell. Any questions or discussion on this? All right, there is none. Let's vote. Okay, and that passed unanimously. Next, we have item 20, authority for Mayor Cox to accept quote Q99225-1 and enter into a master service agreement between the City of Minden and Civic Plus. This is for new software to replace our voting system, which it's kind of funny tonight. It's been extremely difficult, but it also, it knows it's going out, doesn't it? Yeah, it also will help prepare the minutes and the agenda. It's a really good program that Ashley would like to adopt in her office. And so y'all approved the money in the budget. This just gives me authority to sign that contract. What's the desire of the council on this?
I move to authorize Mayor Nick Cox to accept quote number Q-99225-1 and enter into a master services agreement between the City of Minden and Civic Plus as presented.
I have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilman Pendergrass. Any discussion or question on this? Okay, there's none. Let's vote.
For the first time.
Okay, and that passed unanimously. Maybe we'll have a better system. We could really cut through some time. Agenda item 21, authority for Mayor Cox to enter into an agreement for professional services between the City of Minden and Wagner Engineering. This is to get Industrial Drive redone. Y'all know everybody knows it's real bad, particularly from the intersection there to the last Love's entrance and exit. And so this would be to redo it in a real substantial, heavy-to-do way. It'll be done with concrete It's quite a complex process because there'll be lane closures and concrete doesn't go down as quick as asphalt, but it's going to be a long-term solution that'll really serve a very prominent entrance into the city. What's the desire of the council on that?
I move to authorize Mayor Cox to enter into an agreement for professional services between the City of Minden and Wagner Engineering, Inc., subject to attorney review.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Mitchell and a second from Councilman Miles. Any discussion? There is none. Let's vote. And that passed unanimously. Next, we have item 22, authority for Mayor Cox to execute a purchase agreement for property located at 636 Shreveport Road and 101 Horton Street in Minden, Louisiana. This is a piece of property on Shreveport Road that's in the curve, and we've got it appraised, and it appraised for $250,000. It's 7 acres. It has 2 structures on there that aren't of any value to the city at all. But we would like to purchase this property because it borders the steam plant property that we already have. That'll give us quite a big block of land, and we're eyeing some grant money that's available on the state level that could possibly fund an entire build of a brand-new fire department on that side of the city. And so in order to pursue that money, we need to secure some property. And we feel like that would be a really fresh construction in an area of town who hasn't seen that in a while, and give that area a real shot in the arm and the fire protection that it deserves, because it would be on the other side of the railroad tracks. It would also be closest to the biggest industry that's in the parish. There's just a lot of benefits to that, and we have a lot of trouble with the fire departments we have now. They're aging and needing a lot of repairs and things. So
I move to authorize Mayor Cox to execute a purchase agreement and an additional $15,000 for cleanup for property located at 636 Shreveport Road and 101 Horton Street in Minden, Louisiana.
we have a motion from Councilman
Second.
Pendergrass and a second from Councilman Miles. Any questions on this? Okay, there being none, let's vote. And that passes unanimously. Next, we have item 23, authority for Mayor Cox to execute amendment number 1 to a maintenance agreement including mowing and litter pickup between the City of Minden and the State of Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development, Office of Engineering. So the city currently has, and has for a long time, had a contract with the state. A lot of municipalities have such a contract, and in that agreement, the city cuts the grass on state highways and the state does not. Well, they pay us for 4 passes a year. The LMA leadership has lobbied for the last 2 or 3 years to get the amount of passes that the state pays the municipalities raised. And the DOTD this year has agreed to raise it from 4 passes to 9. And so, kind of in summary, instead of the city getting $14,000 roughly a year from the state for cutting the grass, we're going to get closer to $30,000 a year for maintaining the same grass. So I need approval from y'all to sign this contract.
I move to authorize Mayor Cox to execute amendment number 1 to a maintenance agreement including mowing and litter pickup between the City of Minden and the State of Louisiana Department of Transportation and Development, Office of Engineering, as presented.
I have a motion from
Second.
Councilman Pendergrass and a second from Councilman Miles. Any questions on this? All right, let's vote. Boy, y'all got the money one voted on quick. Approved unanimously. Next, we have item 24, opt-in to or opt-out of the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness Temporary Housing and Shelter Assistance Program. We vote on this every year, and when I was on the police jury, we always opted out. And since I've been mayor, we've always opted out. The good part about opting out is I've been told that at any time that we got an emergency, we could opt in. And so it seems to be a consensus across municipalities and such to opt out. What's the wishes of the council on that?
I move to opt out of the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness Temporary Housing and Shelter Assistance Program as presented.
I have a motion from Councilman Miles,
Second.
second from Councilwoman Mitchell. Any questions or discussions on that? Okay, there is none. Let's vote. This motion passes unanimously. Next, we have item 25, personnel, Minden Police Department promotion. We have a lieutenant position available, and according to civil service rules, the next qualified sergeant is Mitchell Hackett. And the police chief is recommending that we promote Mitchell Hackett to the rank of police lieutenant. What's the wishes of the council on this?
Upon the recommendation of Police Chief Jared McIver, I move to approve the promotion of Minden Police Sergeant Mitchell Hackett to the rank of Police Lieutenant.
I have a motion from Councilman Pendergrass,
Second.
second from Councilman Thomas. Any questions or discussions on this? All right, there being none, let's vote. This passed unanimously. Next, we have item 26, the budget financial report for July 2025. City Clerk, Ms. Mulaney Langford.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope y'all are doing well. I did place a copy of the budget report on y'all's desk for y'all's review. In July of 2025, sales tax collected excluding TIF districts totaled $689,399 compared to $623,289 in July of 2024. So we did see a 10.61 increase. Delinquent payments for City of Minden amounted to $14,292. And then I just want to thank you all for approving the amendments. I will most likely have to bring y'all another round depending on how the year ends. As I tried explaining quickly earlier, a lot of our projects, especially the airport, we have to pay for them up front, reimbursement afterwards, and so we're most likely not going to be reimbursed before 10/1. So it's going to look like we spent a lot of money and revenues are short, but we'll see that as essentially a surplus for next year.
Are there any questions for the city clerk? Thank you for all you do. Thank you very much. Next, we won't have the fire report because the fire chief decided he wanted to go to the Door Cheap Museum Gala. So he's at the fundraiser right now. So we'll skip over the fire report and go to the police report. You have before you the police report of all the disbursements. And are there any questions on this report that you might have on how it's being dispersed or what you have presented before you? All right, there being none, I'd seek a motion that we approve the police report.
So moved.
I have a motion from Councilwoman Mitchell and a second from Councilman Miles. Any questions again or discussion? There's none. Let's vote. This passes unanimously. Chief?
Okay, last month, we had a total of 70 arrests, a total of 542 citations issued, 44 vehicle accidents, 1,215 calls for service, and 6 animal calls.
Are there any questions for the police chief? Chief, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Yeah, just want to bring awareness that we've had some really... Sorry, get my mic on so everyone can hear me.
That's better.
Okay, sorry about that, thanks. We've had some accidents happen here lately in the city involving vehicles versus either pedestrian or young people on bicycles, and we just encourage parents, guardians, whoever, to when it starts getting dark or low light, let's see if we can get these bicycles off the road. It's just there's no competition, vehicle versus bicycle. And they're just too hard to be seen unless they've got a lot of lighting on them. So we just encourage everyone to really be cognizant of that.
Are the accidents primarily happen at night?
Correct. They're at nighttime. They're unable to be seen, and we're having too many frequently, unfortunately. So just really encourage everyone to be aware of that.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate all y'all do and all you do for us. All right, well, that ends our meeting. Is there any announcements from anybody on anything? Sir, yes.
I've been a house flipper since 1997, and I'm going through a miserable flip right now on Baton Street with a contractor. I'm in the 20th week of a 5-week flip. That just give you an idea of it. But what I got is, I literally turned on my power a couple months ago. I've used $2.26 of electricity so far, and I got a bill for $179.02. because they're trying to charge me for a damaged meter. Now, the house has been vacant for 7 years. It had a 100-amp service to it, which, they can't do that. So I upgraded to 200-amp service. Everything in the house is brand new. That's why I was trying to catch Mr. Clooney before he left, because he's been on this long ride with me. But when I tried to go to the bill, the moment I went to the window and tried to explain it, I had, this is a mistake, stonewalled, just straight stonewalled. But I don't understand how I don't have a broken meter. I have used $2 worth of electricity. It's only been on for 2 months. Now, next month, it hasn't gone out, it hasn't gone bad. The meter has been serviced and nothing's happened to it. I've got it fixed because I'm on Baton Street, and I've got a lot of, if anybody knows Baton Street, I've got a lot of up and down the street, so I've got it kind of fixed on my own to make sure I haven't been messed with. So I don't know how I got a broken meter when I don't have a broken meter.
What's your name, sir?
John Swindell.
Swindell?
Swindell, yes.
Okay, but just visit with me after the meeting. Let me see what I can do.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, I'll take a look at it and try to do a little investigating and see if we can help you. Yes, sir. Anybody else have anything? All right. Councilman Pendergrass? Councilwoman Mitchell? Councilman Thomas? Y'all ready to go? Councilman Miles?
National Night Out is coming, right?
That's right.
National Night Out is coming. Is that October 5th, was it?
7th.
October 7th. So plan your parties. Please let us know if you're planning a party. We'd love to visit with you guys if you're planning a party. That's all I have. I just thought about that.
That's good.
So National Night Out is October 7th.
Yeah, and we want to have as many gatherings as we can. It's a really positive thing for crime prevention and getting to know your neighbors, know who's around you, and just community building. So we want as many National Night Out gatherings as we can. And with that being said, Jimbo, you have anything you want to add?
I just wanted him to say National Night Out one more time.
National Night Out. There we go.
What day is it?
October the 7th.
So everybody try to plan a National Night Out party, and we'll try to get to all of them. If you host a party, you need to let us know, let Ashley know, my assistant, that you're hosting a party so we can get that together. We'll bring out the ward marshal's office. We'll try to make an appearance. The police department and the fire department brings out fire trucks and gives out hats and lets kids put out fires and things.
What's the deadline to register for that National Night Out, please?
The end of the month would be great. If you could just let us know by the end of the month, that way everybody knows, and we can try to publicize them and get the word out that you're having it. And then, again, we'd like to make the rounds. It's just a very positive thing for our community. Look, the city of Minden is the best place in the world. I've loved being the mayor. I love the people that I work with at City Hall and in Public Works, and I love the chiefs that I work with and the city council. I'm just a very grateful person to be y'all's mayor. With that being said, meeting adjourned.